Welcome viewers. Today we'll be looking at the topic rules of surds. What is a surd? A surd is a number that when the square root is taken doesn't give a whole number. Whatever number you take the square root and it doesn't give you a whole number is a surd. Examples of surd we have root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6, root 7, root 21. All these are all surd. That's what we're going to be dealing with. So what is the general rule for surd? One of the rules of surd says that surds of same expression can be added, meaning root a plus root a will give you 2 root a. That's to say that root 2 plus root 2 is equal to 2 root 2. Of course, we add by checking the coefficients. Again, that is to also say that 2 root 3 plus 3 root 3 is equal to 5 root 3. Alright, so surds of similar value can be added. We call it like surds. Like surds can be added. Alright, like surd, that means root a minus root a can also be subtracted. This will give you 0. And also 2 root a minus root a, of course, it's like saying 2 minus 1. The coefficient of this surd here is 1. 2 minus 1 will give you 1, so we have root a. Alright, so like surds can be subtracted and it can be added. So in real figures, we have root 2 minus 3 root 2. This will give you minus 2 root 2, because 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Again, 3 root 2 minus root 2. It's like saying 3 minus 1. This will give you 2 root 2. So like surds can be subtracted, like surds can be added. One thing again about like surd again is that like surds can be multiplied. Let's say we have root a times root a said is equal to a, and the reason is root a times root a is the same thing as a squared, and we know that the square takes care of square root. That's why you have a coming out. Now in real figures, root 3 times root 3, like surd now, if you follow up easily, 3 times 3 will give you 9. This will give you 9. And we know that 9 can be expressed in base 3 to carry power 2. Base 3 to carry power 2. And like we already know, the square can take care of the square root, and that's why you have 3. So generally, root b times root b is equal to b. Alright, so that's what we need to know about like surd. That when you multiply 2 like surds, you get the value inside. So root 3 times root 3 would surely be equal to 3. And root 5 times root 5, of course, this will give us root 25. We have to take it easy. And root 25 is the same thing as saying 5. So instead of going through this medium, we can just move from here and arrive here. Alright, okay, that's about like surds. Like surd also can be divided. That's to say, root 2 divided by root 2 will give you 1. Root 2 divided by root 2 will give you 1. Okay, then 2 root 2 divided by root 2, of course, will give you 2. Because like this surd cancel out this surd to give you 2. So like surds can be divided, like surd can be multiplied, added, subtracted, So let's look at unlike surds now. Root a plus root b is the same thing as root a plus root b, because they are not like terms. The same way we cannot say x plus y is equal to xy. We can't say is equal to xy. We can also say that root b plus root c is equal to root bc. It's not possible. It's not equal to. So that's what we know about unlike sort. Unlike sort cannot be added. Unlike sort as well cannot be subtracted. Root A minus root B is the same thing as root A minus root B. They are not like terms. This is the value. You can't do anything about it. Unlike sort can be multiplied. Root A times root B. It will give you root A times B, which eventually gives you root AB. So unlike sort can be multiplied. An example can be root 2 times root 3. And this is equal to root 2 times 3, which eventually gives you root 6. Unlike sort can be multiplied. Okay, so unlike sort as well can be divided. Root 2 divided by root 3. But this is what you finally have as your expression. There's nothing you can do about it. Okay, alright. So, but root 8 divided by root 2, unlike sort can be divided. Root 8 divided by root 2 will give us root 4, and root 4 is equal to 2. Alright, so root let's say 10 divided by root 2 will give us root 5. It's like 2 going to 10, you get 5. Okay, root 20 divided by root 5 will give you 5 going to 20 will give us 4. That's root 4. And root 4 is the same thing as 2. So unlike sort can be divided. Another example can be root 27 divided by root 3. Like we know, 3 going to 27 will give you 9. That means root 9. And root 9 we know is equal to 3. So division is possible for unlike sort, alright? And multiplication is possible for unlike sort, but subtraction, addition is not possible for unlike sort. So these are the basic rules of sort. We shall use these rules to solve examples in our next lesson. So I look forward to seeing you there. Please click the like buttons for me if you enjoy the content, and consider subscribing if you like to see more of this content from the channel. Thanks for watching. This is Stanberry. See you in my next lesson.